Hey everyone, Cars here from ADifficultTruth. Let's turn our attention to this very interesting article from CNBC. This article is about Elizabeth Warren and Wall Street. Apparently, Wall Street donors are threatening to sit out the 2020 election or even go as far as backing Donald Trump if Elizabeth Warren becomes the nominee. I'll post a link in the description below so that you guys can read the full article. Let's just go ahead and take a look here. Wall Street Democratic donors warn the party will sit out or back Trump if you nominate Elizabeth Warren. Democratic donors on Wall Street and in big business are preparing to sit out the presidential campaign fundraising cycle or even back President Donald Trump if Senator Elizabeth Warren wins the party's nomination. To that I say, great. The Democratic Party needs to shed off this branding that they're the party of Wall Street and big donors. This belongs to the Republican Party, and that'll be reinforced if they end up backing Donald Trump, which could help regain some of that People's Party branding that the Democratic Party needs. In recent weeks, CNBC spoke to several high-dollar Democratic donors. Are they really Democratic, though? Democratic donors and fundraisers in the business community, and found that this opinion was becoming widely shared as Warren, an outspoken critic of big banks and corporations, gains momentum against Joe Biden in the 2020 race. And so it's very obvious what's happening here. They're not concerned about Bernie Sanders because, unfortunately, Bernie Sanders' numbers in the polls, they're not as strong. And Elizabeth Warren has been just developing this momentum, and it's only getting bigger. So they are afraid. It's very obvious that Wall Street is afraid, that big corporations are afraid of Elizabeth Warren, and they should be. Quote, "You're in a box because you're a Democrat, are you though? And you're thinking, I want to help the party." No, you want to help yourself. You want to keep your wealth. But she's going to hurt me. Ooh, boo-hoo. So instead of 10 billion, you're only going to get 7. Wow. So I'm going to help President Trump, said a senior private equity executive who spoke on condition of anonymity in fear of retribution by party leaders. This is how broken our system is, and how interwoven Wall Street and corporations are in our political system. This is just a gross example of this. And also interestingly enough to note, these people would rather see Donald Trump president, the person who is right now in the under impeachment inquiry, a president who is corrupt and who is a criminal, just to protect their pockets. That's the kind of people these are, and we don't really need them to be in the Democratic Party, to be honest. The executive said this Wednesday, a day after. Okay, yeah, here it is. A day after Speaker Nancy Pelosi announced that the House would begin a formal impeachment inquiry into Trump. A spokesman for Warren declined to comment. She tweeted a response to CNBC's report later Thursday, quote, "I'm fighting for an economy and a government that works for all of us, not just the wealthy and well-connected. I'm not afraid of anonymous quotes, and wealthy donors don't get to buy this process. I won't back down from fighting for the big structural change we need." During the campaign, Warren has put out multiple plans intended to curb the influence of Wall Street, including a wealth tax. In July, she released a proposal that would make private equity firms responsible for debts and pension obligations of companies they buy. Of course, an executive of a private equity firm would be concerned if she gets the nomination. It's very obvious that they are worried that Elizabeth Warren might actually be the nominee and might actually win against Donald Trump, which polls show that she, in a head-to-head match, would win against Donald Trump. Also, this kind of breaks down the idea or misinformation, smearing, whatever, that Elizabeth Warren is some kind of corporate Democrat or a neoliberal or whatever. It is obvious that Elizabeth Warren is a progressive candidate. In fact, she is the top 2 progressive candidates that are in the race right now. It's Bernie and Elizabeth. Both of them have a shot, but Elizabeth Warren has been gaining momentum, and that is what is worrying these Wall Street executives. That is what is worrying these large corporations, because no matter what, if Elizabeth Warren wins, they are going to be on the receiving end of some harsher legislation than they're used to. I want the progressive movement to succeed, so absolutely I am very happy to hear that Wall Street is afraid, and they should be. Anyway guys, if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and ring the little bell so that you get notifications when our videos go live for you. Make sure you follow us on Twitter at twitter.com/ADifficultTruth. You can also like us on Facebook at facebook.com/ADifficultTruthOfficial. You can also listen to the podcast at soundcloud.com/ADifficultTruth. And now you can follow us on Twitch at twitch.tv/ADifficultTruth. Come be a part of the conversation. I'll leave all the links in the description below, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. See ya!